Hi, I'm Renee and I'm from class 4W. We have recently been looking at the life cycles of both plants and animals, and today I'll be showing you what I've learned about the life cycle of a frog. There are 2,500 different species of frogs all over the world. Australia has around 200 species of native amphibian. The word amphibian actually means two lives, one on water and one on land, which is what occurs in the frog's life cycle. They spend the first stage in water until they are fully grown. Frogs tend to lay single eggs in slippery masses for protection. Frogs and toads tend to lay many eggs because there are many hazards throughout the development process. A floating clump of eggs is called a frog spawn. The egg begins as a single cell. It becomes surrounded by a jelly-like covering which protects the egg. The female may or may not stay with the eggs to take care of the young until she has laid them. The egg slowly develops. Usually around 6 to 21 days after being fertilized, the egg will hatch. Shortly after hatching, a tadpole at this point consists of poorly developed gills, a mouth, and a tail. It is really fragile at this point. They usually stick themselves to floating weeds or grasses in the water, using little sticky organs between its mouth and belly area. Then 7 to 10 days after the tadpole has hatched, it will begin to swim around and feed on algae. After about 4 weeks, the gills start getting grown over by skin until they eventually disappear. After 6 to 9 weeks, little tiny legs start to sprout and the head becomes more distinct. By now, their diet may grow to include larger items like dead insects or even plants. The arms will begin to bulge where they will eventually pop out elbow first. After about 9 weeks, the tadpole looks more like a teeny frog with a long tail. By 12 weeks, the tadpole has only a teeny tail stub and looks like a miniature version of an adult frog. This is when the frog is a juvenile or known as a froglet. Between 12 to 16 weeks, depending on water and food supply, the frog has completed the full growth cycle. Some frogs that live in higher altitudes or in colder places might take a whole winter to go through the tadpole stage. Others may have unique development stages that vary from your traditional life cycle.